To get things going for us on Saturday, the 21st ranked Appalachian State Mountaineers visit the South Alabama Jaguars for an 11 a.m. Central kick on ESPNU. App State is coming off of a 52-7 win over ULM, where the Mountaineers rushed for a season-high 302 yards. But head coach Eli Drinkwitz still wants to see improvement offensively, first and foremost by reducing turnovers.
You know, the offense coordinator was happy, but then the head coach was pretty upset about the 2 turnovers. So, you know, it's still one of those deals. So, no, I thought offensively we played at times well, but was extremely disappointed with the turnovers. All right, and then, you know, we didn't give up any sacks, but that was just because Zach made some unbelievable plays in the pocket. But we had 3 times where we had free rushers on the quarterback on 3rd downs. That it is inexcusable. Cannot happen in a 6-man protection scheme. And so those things, you know, as the head coach, have got to get corrected, and got to get corrected in a hurry.
App will have to keep their eyes on South Alabama's Travis Reed. The senior picked off 2 passes the last time out against Troy, while also breaking up a pass, giving him 6 passes defended in the last 3 outings. Offensively, South Alabama continues to be led by Trey Mentor and Kawan Baker, who rank 1 and 2 on the team in receiving yards, while Mentor also leads in rushing yards. The Jaguars will be tested by an App State defense that has held its last 2 opponents to just 7 points, and a team that ranks 3rd in the Sun Belt in both rushing defense and total defense. Again, 21st ranked App State at South Alabama kicks at 11 a.m. Central on ESPNU. The lone non-conference game of the weekend has Georgia Southern hosting New Mexico State for homecoming. The Eagles enter Saturday's game coming off of a triple overtime win over Coastal Carolina last week. A Georgia Southern win over New Mexico State will get the Eagles to 4-3 on the year. I would be remiss if I did not mention that Eagle Nation is in my prayers after freshman offensive lineman Jordan Wiggins passed away on Monday. As head coach Chad Lunsford said, "Jordan was a great Georgia Southern man with a bright future. We know that there is a greater plan, and we must trust that." Georgia Southern and New Mexico State will kick off at 2 p.m. Central on ESPN3. The Sun Belt Nightcap has Texas State at Arkansas State. The Bobcats and Red Wolves are meeting for the 7th time, with the Red Wolves having won the last 4 in a row in the series. A-State's Omar Bayless continues to lead the nation in receiving yards per game, and is tied for 1st in receiving touchdowns. Across the line of scrimmage, Texas State's Brian London remains the FBS active career leader in total tackles, having recorded his 400th career tackle in the Bobcats' last outing against ULM. Texas State at Arkansas State is set for a 6 p.m. Central kick on ESPN+. Riding a 3-game win streak, Georgia State hosts Troy on Saturday night. While they had a couple of offensive miscues in their win over South Alabama, the Trojans still sit high in the Sun Belt at a number of offensive categories. Troy's Kalen Geiger sits 2nd in the Sun Belt in receiving yards per game, tied for 6th nationally with 3 100-yard receiving games.
Got another test this week. This Troy offense coming in here. Our defense has got to have another, say, to step it up again. But that's every single week. We've got to do that. And as an entire football team, our special teams has to be a lot better in this upcoming game, along with our offensive execution. So we've got a lot to get corrected, and we've got a lot to work on, and we're working to do that.
The Panthers are coming off a 28-21 victory over Army that saw linebacker Trajan Stevens-McQueen set a school record 20 tackles, including 10 solo stops. Stevens-McQueen is 3rd in the Sun Belt in tackles and leads GSU with 2 interceptions. Troy at Georgia State is at 6 p.m. Central on ESPN+.